100,000 people in Minnesota are living with Alzheimer's right now, and the number of patients is expected to double nationwide by the year 2060. So Minnesota's U.S. Senator was in Duluth today, highlighting a bill she hopes will help with early detection and better treatment. The proposal would fund more virtual learning opportunities for primary care providers when it comes to Alzheimer's and dementia. Senator Amy Klobuchar says that's especially important because a primary care provider is often who older patients trust most.
Still, far too many of them feel ill-equipped to make the diagnosis, and 2/3 say they learned little or nothing about caring for people with dementia while in medical school. That's a problem.
Klobuchar also celebrated work being done by the University of Minnesota Medical School Duluth campus and the local Memory Keepers Medical Discovery Team. Both study cognitive health in rural and indigenous communities.